Sinkhole!
Critical temperatures detected. Seek safety immediately.
It's all right. We'll get out somehow.
Are those scavengers dismantling the remnant tech?
Is that a problem?
It is if they get their hands on a remnant core. It could become unstable and attract the Scourge.
How do we stop it?
Beats me.
Pathfinder, I could modify your Omni tool to disable the cores and prevent them from reacting.
Do it. Let's go fix this.
Bolstering all shields!
Pathfinder, I detect scavenger interference at additional remnant sites.
They never make it easy for me. Let's go to those other sites. Got them all.
I detect above normal temperatures. The ambient temperature is normal. Heat levels increasing.
Not surprised Morta's still holding a grudge against the Nexus.
It's amazing they managed to set up any kind of working colony on this hellscape.
They're Krogan. They can live anywhere.
Mining zones have been added to your nav system, Pathfinder. The ambient temperature is normal.
Smoking pile of junk? Must be outlaws.
stasis pods from Ark Natanus.
Are any of them alive?
It's difficult to obtain a clear reading on all pods at once. We should investigate.
We've got targets!
Clear.
Good job!
No life forms detected, Pathfinder.
They're all dead.
Sam, we should have Mason's genetic profile in the initiative database. Let's check it against the pods.
Too many variations in the genome. Not Mason Barrow. Turian, but not their Pathfinder. Perhaps a distant cousin. None of the pods match Mason Barrow, Pathfinder.
Hopefully that means he's still alive. Help me get it open.
Pathfinder, the body has no vitals.
Sam, check the pod's history.
According to the final log, this stasis pod was jettisoned from Ark Natanus.
Maybe when it hit the Scourge.
The timeline doesn't match. This pod was ejected long after Natanus was reported missing.
We assumed the Ark was destroyed, but maybe it's intact. The crew could still be alive.
And dumping colonists in stasis? That's worse.
We should update Avitus. He'll want to know what we found.
Environmental temperatures are within acceptable limits. I detect above normal temperatures.
Getting close to New Tuchanka.
I'm reading a
Shield
normal
boost
temperature
enabled.
range, Pathfinder.
Move along. No outsiders.
He's with me, human Pathfinder.
The one you were telling us about?
Jorgel Strux sent me. I'm supposed to talk with Morda.
So now Strux is friends with the Nexus. Traitor.
Think I'm a traitor too? Shut it, Breck.
I'm not here to step on any toes. I can help you guys out.
You assume we need help. Hey, you guys did your job. Now stand down and let them in.
But Drac.
Didn't I tell you to shut up? I'll spread the word so Morda knows you're here. Good. I'll see you inside, Ryder. Gonna have a few more words with this pair first.
Pathfinder must think he's pretty tough.
You realize we can hear you.
Feel like we can furnish.
Been out of the Sea of Ataraxia?
Any luck out there?
You just go alright. They'll kill you for a tire if it's the right size.
Don't have permission to approach Morda.
You Ravenor Brank? Strux sent me. He said that you...
Yes. Find me later near the fighting pit.
Hey, Nexus. I'm the one you talk to around here.
Are you Morda?
I'm Nakmor Morda, Overlord of the Krogan in Helios.
Overlord?
And you're the celebrated Pathfinder from the Hyperion, found at last.
I'm Ryder.
This is thrilling. I've never stood so close to a Pathfinder before. Mostly because the Krogan never got one. Welcome to New Tuchanka.
I understand you and your people are pissed off.
Humans were welcomed into the Citadel Council with open arms, while the Krogan endured centuries of oppression. You have no idea. Your understanding only makes me mad.
Okay, gotcha. Loud and clear.
Why are you here, Pathfinder? To see what a successful colony looks like?
I work for the Initiative, and we paid your way here. You left us, so leave us alone. Any Krogan action against the Nexus will be considered a war crime, or murder.
Murder? Human, have you ever seen a Krogan stillbirth? Get out of my face before I smash it.
I'm gonna journal about this later. See you soon.
Morda certainly lived up to her reputation. The Nexus is in danger.
Yeah, maybe.
She didn't even flinch when you mentioned action against the Nexus.
Let's talk to Brank before we freak out. Raven or Brank?
Quiet. Anyone tells Morda I'm talking to you and I'm kicked out.
Last thing I want to do is jeopardize the Nexus or this colony.
Me neither. Or Clan Ravenor. Or Clan Jorgal. Or Clan Erdnot. Some in Clan Nakmor too.
Okay, got it.
Did you see the crashed ship as you landed? Morda's after the drive core.
She can't activate it. It's Remnant.
What are you talking about? She's building a bomb.
With a drive core as a power source? Sam?
Dangerous to those handling it, but, in the end, very possible.
Demolition teams have been busting down walls for months, battling those robots and scavengers. Lots here want peace with the Nexus. If Morda gets that drive core, boom, it's over. Now get away from me.
Got it. Thanks.
Just stick around.
I'd love to take down a worm.
Yeah?
Feel it. Where'd this come from?
Pathfinder, I detect broken scavenger machinery ahead. Heat levels increasing. within acceptable limits. Heat levels increasing. The ambient temperature is normal. Heat levels increasing. I'm reading a normal temperature range, Pathfinder.
Well, it's better.
I advise against prolonged sun exposure, Pathfinder.
Gonna be hard to avoid out here.
Detecting deep seismic activity in this area.
That thing is massive. I wonder what brought it down.
Bet the remnant come pouring out when we crack that thing.
Yep.
Trapped and cranky remnant.
This heat is unbearable.
I detect a considerable temperature drop in shaded areas.
Watch your 6, and your 3, and your 9, and your...
Looks like it isn't filled in yet. Wonder if I'd get anything on the scanner. That should do it. Hey, I'm getting better at this. At least this still works. Any theories about this ship?
You mean the crash? Scourge fried the guidance system, or maybe everything.
That's a safe bet. But where's the crew? What happened to them?
And where did they come from? This ship suggests they aren't from Helios.
Heads up! Maybe this place isn't functioning as well as we thought.
If that also means the killer bots, I won't complain.
The drive core's not here. Someone's been here, but they didn't come in the way we just did. Couldn't have.
A crash like this? There must be another entrance.
I hate when I'm out sneaked.
So who has it?
Scavengers? Gotta be.
I agree. Seems like the most likely culprit. We just have to find our way out and track them down.
Huh. I don't think these belong here.
Flares. That's not Remnant.
The intruders must have entered from this direction.
More flares. Seems like the right direction.
Very kind of these thieves to leave us a clear trail.
Pretty handy.
I hate to get lost in here.
Reloading!
Dead scavengers. I'm not surprised they're getting their asses kicked. Good one.
So this is how they got in, whoever it was.
It doesn't make sense that Morta's people took the drive core. If they knew about this entrance, why would they try to break in?
Finally, back out into the bright, scorching light of day.
Yep, sun. Relentless sun.
We've got a lock on your position. Sending down a forward station.
Suvi, Sam's uploaded a signature from the Remnant drive core housing. Can you trace it?
Tricky from our position. It won't be a full scan.
Give me whatever you can. We need to find out who stole it.
Yeah, did it fall into the wrong hands, or the even worse than wrong hands?
Okay, think I've got something. I've updated your nav system.
Pathfinder, scavengers have picked over the salvage ahead.
Fiends, plural.
Fantastic.
We're sure this is the right spot?
I'm sure.
Perfect.
I cannot pinpoint my scan until we are closer.
No whining. Let's do this. That signature Sam uploaded for the missing remnant drive core, it's near your present location. Scanning the area should narrow the search radius.
Thanks, Subi. Sam, scan the area.
Scavengers on this planet are so desperate. It's worrying.
What's this thing worth to him?
Seems like they threw everything they had at it. Must be a lot.
No drive core here. Suvi, Sam, what's going on?
The drive core was here, Pathfinder, by the strength of the signature, not long ago.
Of all the shitty luck. Sometimes I think I'm unlucky. In general, I mean.
Not that I've noticed.
You can be honest. It's possible, right? Could even be genetic?
That's something you should talk to Lexi about.
I think I'd rather not.
Hostiles ahead!
Heat levels increasing. Ambient temperature is normal. Life support is stable. Pathfinder, the salvage ahead attracted scavengers. Temperature levels are climbing, Pathfinder. Environmental temperatures are within acceptable limits.
That should do it.
Interface accepted.
We need to get out of this heat zone.
Where the signature for the remnant drive core was detected. We'll need to scan the area to zero in on the signal.
Thanks, Suvi.
This core would make
Looks like we missed the action this time.
Krogan and scavengers. Fighting over the drive core or just an ambush for loot?
Let's scan the bodies before...
Pathfinder, I'm scanning the unique signature from the drive core, but it's clearly not here.
Yeah, I got that part.
Which is why I specified clearly.
Sam, were you being sarcastic?
Not intentionally. However, I've noted that my response was regarded that way.
The drive core must be powerful to be worth killing and dying for.
Guess the winner of this fight took off with it.
Seems to track.
We should look for another clue to where they were headed.
Password? Why would you ever write down your password?
Scavengers set up a dune camp. Stay on guard.
It's everyone for themselves out here. Be ready for anything.
You have...
So this is where the worst of the worst gather.
Eldon will never be a safe place to settle unless they're gone.
So let's get them gone.
Life support restored. Temperature levels are climbing, Pathfinder.
Hear the saying, honor among thieves?
Yeah, but I don't believe everything I hear.
Over there. Signs of an outpost.
I don't think we'll last much longer in this. Hiding something.
Like a drive core, for instance?
Call Drax. Let him know what's going on. Grenade in! Watch the grenade! I think I feel used, but I'm not sure for what. Drac, any ideas?
A few. Clan Jorgal is the worst. Unbalanced, unreliable.
You think maybe Strux wants to build a bomb?
Or just sell it on Kadara? But then why hide it here?
I don't know, but I can't wait to find out.
I'm super curious. Who can guess the motivations of a crazy Krogan? Drac, do me a favor and don't spill this to the Krogan yet. I want to talk to Mord and Strux face to face.
You got it.
Gil, I need you to send an ops crew to this location. They're picking up a remnant drive core.
Got it. Will do.
Sam, change the passcode on the door to this place and transmit it to Gil. Keep that tech safe. It might be the most powerful thing we've found.
I'll be glad when this is over. I'm going to have a long shower with some newly procured fancy soaps.
Could head to Volt for a snowball fight.
Temperature levels are climbing, Pathfinder. Temperature levels are climbing, Pathfinder.
Don't look for trouble and they'll
I'm leaving.
Been out to
No
see
way
about
this
Araxia?
colony will make it.
Pretty wild out there. They'll kill you for this.
again. Hello, Nexus. You're back.
I am.
Strux tells me you went to get the drive core from my remnant ship.
That's true.
And that you sold it to scavengers who took it off-world to make a profit. For you and them?
Strux is the one you should be interrogating.
Stay out of Krogan affairs, Nexus. I'll interrogate who I want.
Are all Krogan terrible listeners?
Wait for it. Clan Nakmor is a joke. The losers of Chichanka and now the losers of Helios. Overlord Morda has lost the drive core, and our colony is doomed.
You're all talk, Jorgal Strux. I made this colony.
If there's an overlord, they should be from the oldest Krogan blood, Clan Jorgal. Watch, I'll rescue the drive core and make us so powerful that the Nexus will bow down to us.
Except you can't, 'cause we have it.
Aw, Drac. I wanted to see how long before he hung himself.
What do you mean you have it?
I'll let the Pathfinder answer that.
Finally. Okay, where to start? It all began when Strux contacted me.
Okay, I'm done listening now.
I didn't even get to the good part.
I'm impressed, Strux. You're more cunning than most Clan Jorgal. Smarter, even.
Nakmor arrogance. My father lowered himself to join your clan because he admired your grandfather. He was laughed at, called not worth killing. But now I've bested you, Morda, and Clan Nakmor will pay with blood.
You put the colony at risk over a grudge you carried across dark space? You really aren't worth killing, Jorgal Strux. Get out. Take your goons with you. Now where is the drive core? Hand it over.
Just like that? Hand it over?
It's incredibly powerful. We'll use it to power the colony. This'll put us ahead by decades.
Or it could do the same for Prodromos.
If you keep that drive core, it's over between the Krogan and the Nexus forever.
You have to give us something for it. It's only right.
We did get shot at. A lot.
What about joining our colony with your outpost? Give us the drive core and we'll be friends. New Tuchanka and Nexus. Keep it, and you've created a sovereign Krogan nation. We don't abide by Nexus laws or owe you anything. Even peace.
Ryder, I must point out that historically, unchecked Krogan advancement has been the cause of war and disaster for many, even the Krogan.
Well?
Okay, Morda, let's work together. You can have the remnant drive core.
And you can set up your outpost here, Nexus. We're all gonna be friends and prosper, right? You bet we are. Whenever you're ready, bring your outpost people here, and they'll be welcome.
This is a great day, Morda.
We'll contact Addison and give her the news. Good luck, Overlord Morda.
Pathfinder, this location could support an outpost, but there are multiple complications to resolve.
Better to live for myself than to see this place.
You're saying you wouldn't love your mate a little more if you killed her? Yeah? You wanna play that? Damn, look at this guy.
Let's do this!
levels increasing.
Target's down! Yeah.
Environment check. Temperatures are within acceptable parameters.
I read your dossier.
Dossier, huh? Fancy. So, what's it say?
That's classified.
Uh-huh. Don't start something you can't finish, Harper.
Okay, look. Not starting anything. I'm military, you're not. But we're in this together now. Only thing that counts is getting out of it. If you've got the skills to help with that, and... it looks like you do.
Then we're good?
We're good.
Environment check. Temperatures are within
I don't think we'll last
acceptable
much longer in
parameters.
this.
Temperature levels are climbing, Pathfinder.
That's a crashed remnant ship.
Activating automated forward station deployment.
Did you leave many people behind in the Milky Way?
No, parents are gone, but my old unit could still be alive.
Yeah, some of my contacts might be kicking around. Isn't it weird saying things like that while knowing you'll never see them again?
No stranger than them being 600 years older than we are.
If we're getting into the deep stuff, we need a few stiff drinks first.
You started it, you're buying.
Activating automated
that's
forward
it.
station deployment.
You seemed at home on Kadara. Very at home.
I should. I lived that kind of life for years. You don't look okay with that.
I am. Just not the idea of losing you to someone like Sloan or Reyes. Too many good people have gone off the grid. Looks like we're missing something.
Wonder if I'd get anything on the scanner.
Giving shield assist!
Complete the glyphs, Pathfinder.
Score. We're in.
Nice set, Vetra. What is that?
Jal needed solder, so he traded for this homemade lotion. I feel softer than any Turian should.
Temperature levels are climbing, Pathfinder.
You know, the freelancer's life does have its charms.
So Kadara's tempting you then?
Got into this life because I had to. I'm good at it, and that doesn't mean it's good for me. Or Sid. That's why we came out here. Options.
Oh yes, endless options. Sand or ice, scourge or murder aliens.
Yes, well...
Ambient temperature is normal. Heat levels increasing.
Scavenger tech ahead. They'll be looking for scrap here.
You said your parents were gone, Cora. What happened?
Don't know. While I was away on training, their cargo freighter disappeared in the Attican Traverse. I looked for them every time I was posted that way. Nothing.
That's rough.
Not everything gets tied up in a bow.
Environment check. Temperatures are within acceptable parameters. Temperature levels are climbing, Pathfinder. Life support is back online. Disable the alarm before it attracts reinforcements, Pathfinder. Disabling the alarm will call off reinforcements.
These buildings look real weathered. How long have they been here?
Locked. They must have barricaded themselves in. What now?
If we can find a security terminal, I may be able to attempt to bypass the locks remotely.
Yeah. Still hot. Need to get out of this heat zone.
Ambient temperature is normal. Incoming shuttle, Pathfinder. Alarm.
I'm so hungry that I'm almost ready to try eating Karkin.
Really? Because I'll go out and get one for you.
Wait, no. I changed my mind. Too freaky.
Yeah. Still hot.
Bolstering all shields!
I can bypass the command center. Please try to remain within range of the console until the process is complete.
They found us.
Great shot!
Pathfinder, I have bypassed security. You can now enter the command center. Environmental temperatures are within acceptable limits.
I see outlaws! Bolstering all shields! Wow!
I detect above normal temperatures. I'm reading a normal temperature range, Pathfinder.
There. Let's hope that stops them.
That's teamwork.
Heat levels increasing.
Doesn't look happy!
keyhole opens the bunker in the cave.
The one we couldn't get into before. Wonder what we'll find there.
There. Let's hope that stops them.
Pathfinder, this location is ideal for outpost placement. You could call an outpost via the beacon. Confirmed. Calling outpost.
You really did it. Almost a civil war, and you brought them back.
But it's all about the resources. No poetry, right?
I considered the Krogan a permanent loss. Too many egos involved. Thankfully, my ledgers don't care how they get filled. If I can retroactively call the Krogan colony an outpost, that's a win. But that practicality is not universal. Tan will hate this.
I'm not interested in opinions that don't see the value here.
Good, because there will be a lot of them. But not from me. This won't be our last outpost to find. But New Tachanka helps immeasurably. We can't rest for long, of course. There will always be a need. But for now, I need your voice to remind them what this meant. Get the flags waving.
This seems more important than that.
It's about setting a tone, not telling the whole story.
You may have heard some crazy things about Eladin and New Tachanka. All true. Every word. And if I know some of you, that's more of a draw than anything I could say now.
One for the records, Pathfinder. Addison out.
Got time to look?
I detect above normal temperatures. I detect above normal temperatures. Environment check. Temperatures are within acceptable parameters.
Karista Chana, Andromeda Initiative. Here to oversee operations and attempt to repair relations between the Nexus and the Nakmor clan. It is a tremendous accomplishment, securing their cooperation.
We can't afford to be divided. We need to work together to survive.
I understand, and I promise to do everything I can to maintain relations.
How's the situation here?
Actually, I have a concern. There's a remnant architect in the area. You might have even seen it on your way in. If it detects us, attack.
I'll see what I can do.
Thank you, Ryder. In the meantime, I'll have our security on alert. If it comes down to a fight, we'll fight.
I should get going.
Be well, Pathfinder.
I detect above normal temperatures. I'm reading a normal temperature range, Pathfinder. Heat levels increasing.
We can't leave the outlaws to claim this tech.
I detect above normal temperatures.
You know, you shouldn't let Drac get under your skin so much. He means well.
He doesn't get under my skin. Wait, does he think I'm upset? I think I just gained the upper hand.
Stay alert. This junk is primed for scavengers.
Coming through!
I'm reading a normal temperature range, Pathfinder.
Let's do this!
Environment check. Temperatures are within acceptable parameters.
Got an outlaw camp ahead.
You should be able to locate these glyphs, Pathfinder.
That'll help!
You'll need to scan for the missing glyphs, Pathfinder.
I wonder if I'd get anything on the scanner. That should do it. Hey, I'm getting better at this.
Someone's standing taller.
You think so?
What happened on the Asari Ark has to sting, but honestly, you seem better for it. If you lost anything back there, it was probably something you didn't need.
Speed levels increasing. Environment check. Temperatures are within acceptable parameters.
I know what you've heard. Our dad, mine and Sid's, left when she was only a toddler. Never found out why. But his reasons didn't matter. Only Sid mattered.
She was lucky to have you.
I was just wondering why you were dealt that particular hand. Better to just play the round.
Okay, Remnant Vault. Let's get this place up and running. Well, we turn the power on.
You'll need to locate the console to activate the purification field, Pathfinder.
Looks like there's a trick to this interface. Let's figure it out.
Evens the odds.
console will activate the Vault Pathfinder. You'll first need to start the reactor and initiate the purification field.
I gotta admit, this is kind of exciting.
Several interface connections converge here. I will highlight the ones you need.
Redirecting fire! Shields are up! I'll take their fire!
Can't go this way.
A console may be of use.
Blocked.
There may be a console nearby.
Blocked.
There may be a console nearby.
Remnant. We can lay low or take them on. Well, that gets us a step closer. Blocked.
There may be a console nearby.
Go this way.
A console may be of use.
go this way.
A console may be of use.
Blocked.
There may be a console nearby.
Evens the odds.
should be able to get to the purification console.
may want to sweep the area.
Before this place tries to kill us, you mean? Here it comes! Go, go! Don't slow down! Remtech, grab it! On us! Move!
This console will activate the purification field. You may want to sweep the area.
Before this place tries to kill us, you mean? Here it comes! Go, go! Keep moving! Remtech, grab it!
Several interface connections converge. Here, I will highlight the ones you need.
On us! Move!
This console will activate the purification field. You may want to sweep the area.
Before this place tries to kill us, you mean? Get ready to run. Here it comes! Go, go! Don't slow down! Remtech, grab it! Closing in on us! Move!
This console will activate the purification field. You may want to sweep the area.
Before this place tries to kill us, you mean? Okay, get ready to run. Here it comes! Go, go! Don't slow down! Remtech, grab it!
This console will activate the purification field. You may want to sweep the area.
Before this place tries to kill us, you mean?
Several interface connections converge here. I will highlight the ones you need.
Hostiles ahead!
That'll show 'em.
Okay, get ready to run. Here it comes! Go, go! Keep moving! Remtech, grab it! Man, never gets less terrifying. Let's get out of here.
Pathfinder, ambient temperature has dropped to 34 degrees Celsius and continues to decrease. Humidity has increased by 21%.
We can bring this place back to life.
Nice work.
Ryder, could we talk a moment? Glad you stopped by. You'll pardon me if I keep an eye on our vector?
That's probably smart.
Nothing like being on the bridge of your very own ship, is there?
You mentioned something about helping design the Tempest?
Test pilot, mostly. Plunging through the Nemean abyss was almost a preparation for the Scourge. Of course, it took a whole team to build the Tempest. I was the only one to come to Helios, though.
Why did you?
What can I say? We poured our hearts into a ship that wouldn't realize her potential until Andromeda. I could have stood on the shore and waved goodbye, or took the leap to see how it all turned out.
I like the Tempest, but I'm not sure I'd travel between galaxies for her.
The unknown frontier had its charms, too. It's just strange not having the rest of the design team. I remember Serena debugging line 2281 over and over, chewing that green pencil. Tion and O'Connell arguing equations, tapping on the console, 3 drips of coffee on the corner.
You remember all that?
Oh, yes. Solarians have photographic memories, and apparently mine's unusually sharp. Like my past is still happening. Though I suppose with the Solarian arc missing, you might not get many chances to compare.
Cheer up, Callow. We'll always have Director Tan.
That snide little bureaucrat? All the more reason to find the other bald after we lost your father. We built her for this. She deserves to be in a Pathfinder's hands. Please, come by any time.
You have AVP outstanding, Pathfinder.
Why can't you just ask her yourself?
You again. Want to hear more about my childhood log cabin?
So what's your take? Is this Meridian what we think it is?
Everything we've seen, each remnant system we've uncovered, is connected to everything else. The bots, the monoliths, the vaults. It stands to reason that activating Meridian will connect the entire network and rekindle terraforming across the cluster.
So you think we're doing the right thing?
Well, yeah.
You're off the hook, PB. Good luck with your project.
Thanks. Don't be a stranger.
Prepping VidCon communications.
Ryder, I was just about to call you.
Everything all right?
I've got numbers, coordinates, flashing in my head. I think it's an SOS from Mason.
It could be coming from your salmon plant.
He's sending me his location.
We did find evidence that Natanis may be intact.
What evidence?
A bunch of stasis pods were jettisoned from the Ark. No survivors. But the logs show it happened long after Natanis hit the Scourge.
Someone's still flying the damn thing.
Or keeping it afloat, at least.
Here are the coordinates for my implant. Meet me there. We'll find answers.
With the Ket entrenched here, and things as they are, maybe we should focus our efforts on leaving this cluster.
You mean quit? Run away? Just talk to Kesh. Looks like some of the clan are back at the Nexus. Hired on as mercs instead of part of the initiative, but still. Good call you made. Letting her keep the drive core.
New dawn for the Krogan, huh?
Never thought I'd see the day. Sovereign Krogan as equal allies. My mother would have approved.
I saw Spender earlier. He was talking to Kesh's assistant.
That scrawny little assistant of hers, Dal. She sure doesn't like him either.
I've only seen him talk to her once, and I get it.
Most people who meet him hate him. It's only a matter of time before he does something that'll put the Nexus in danger. Let's make sure that doesn't happen.
We can talk more later.
Sure.
You have AVP outstanding, Pathfinder.
Just off to the cargo bay if you need me.
Hello, Ryder. Kodara Port has raised questions for the future.
What questions?
If we succeed in Andromeda, more AI will be created. We are all individuals. Some may commit illegal acts. But if AI are also citizens, there must be laws and penalties for us too. I wonder what form they will take.
What was Dad's take on me and Sarah?
He believed your family trials brought you closer together, and hoped that would endure. It appears that hope was well-founded.
Thanks, Sam. Nothing more. More crumbs. Going where? More crumbs. Going where? Something's nesting here. Something that likes cereal. I wonder, we've probably got materials to build a humane trap and catch it.
Pathfinder, help me with something? I know, not exactly standard. Gotta make the space comfortable. Plus, the fabric diffuses the charge from an overclocked Omni blade. Not giving up a 6% boost, right?
Someone brought this to Andromeda?
It was new when we left. It's been a hard year. So, finally time for that beer? And after 2 years and a dozen suspensions, I took a lateral promotion out of the force. Being a cop just didn't fit. But crisis response? Digging people out of trouble? That worked. I bet Hustle followed you into a few peace actions. Think about your Alliance days much?
I wanted adventure and mystery at the edge of known space. There was so much to see. Seems like a long time ago.
600 years, give or take. So, Pathfinder. Why Andromeda?
That blunt, huh?
That blunt.
I hoped my Alliance career would lead to adventure, exploring, hunting dangers in the dark. Didn't happen. Couldn't. But here, everything's new. And I want to see it all.
Oh, I don't hear Idealist running for myself. That'd be a great story. But it's bullshit. I had family, friends, a good enough job, nothing was wrong. I just heard about the initiative and...
If it all goes wrong, it could feel like we left for no reason.
I know why I'm here. A bad start can't change that. I won't let it. In crisis response, I'd focus on essentials. That's you and this team. Pathfinder leads to planets, leads to people. You've got your part covered, you've got this. I'll do my damnedest to help with the rest.
Hey, Ryder. Got an encrypted message from Sid. She has news and wanted to talk to us both. Connecting the call now.
Finally! I've been waiting for hours.
So you want to tell us what this is all about?
I was listening to Outpost updates and caught a message about settlers going missing.
What do you mean they're missing?
They didn't leave voluntarily. No work assignments, no mining expeditions, kidnapped. I dug around, and I think I know where they've been taken. A cave on a moon in the Ramov system. Originally an Angaran mine, I think, but they abandoned it.
I don't believe the planet you're talking about is a moon.
Whatever.
What did I tell you about getting involved?
I couldn't just do nothing.
How do we know your intel's even reliable?
It's reliable.
We'll need more than your assurances. Who's behind this? Why target settlers?
Ugh, does it matter? Are you gonna not save them if you don't like why they're in trouble?
Sid, just give us everything you have on this.
Already done. Could I come along? I want to help.
You know the answer to that.
Right, of course. Stay away from bad people, guns, bombs, Krogan beer.
You did good. I just want you to be safe, okay?
Yeah.
Pirates, exiles, severed heads. Kadara Port's a peach, huh? And Sloane Kelly is the pit. Anything you needed?
See you later, Cora.
Stay safe.
Hey there. Hey yourself.
Question for you.
Shoot.
When all this craziness is over, you think you'll have kids?
Why is that on your mind?
Jill, the best friend I mentioned while you were killing me at poker. She's starting the initiative's first repopulation effort at Prodromos. It's all she can talk about. It got me thinking. At the end of the day, this whole thing, the Andromeda initiative, we're basically here to spawn.
It took you this long to figure that out?
I told you, I didn't really think this thing through. But nothing we do here really matters unless we survive. Jill's right. At some point soon, we better get busy making babies.
True enough.
Who knew this thing was just a glorified dating service? Eesh. The biological imperative is kind of a bummer.
There are other ways to reproduce. It doesn't have to come from a romantic relationship.
I guess I could donate DNA, or however it works. You know me. Whatever my gut says in the moment, I do, and I don't look back. My mum says that's how my dad was. I wouldn't know. His gut moved on before I was born.
In a way, that sounds like my dad.
Well, that's not fair. He kept you close. Made sure you and your sister came here with him. And he died for you.
Yes, but the other decisions he made kept him at a distance. That can be just as bad.
I see that. Still, without our fathers, we wouldn't be here. They brought us into this world. Maybe that's enough. Thanks for talking, Ryder.
Hey, Jaw? Didn't mean to scare you.
What? I'm not scared. 1 second.
What's going on in here? You look busy.
If I'm busy, my mind is occupied with whatever I'm working on, rather than worrying.
I can see how that'd help.
I'd like your advice on something. I'm making gifts for everyone. I have a list.
Gifts?
Do Turians like poetry? For Vetra, I'm writing a poem and engraving it on... I'm not sure yet.
Who doesn't like a personalized poem?
Great. Maybe I could just recite it for her.
Make sure I'm there for that.
Liam seems to like my Rofgin. I might sew him one.
He does.
Do Krogan like knives? I could craft a ceremonial Angaran dagger for Drac.
Who wouldn't want that?
It's mainly decorative. Would you like one?
Jaw, this is a lot of work. What's really going on?
I'm sure that I seem confident and skilled to you. But I'm not. Or I don't feel like I am.
I feel like that a lot.
Good to know. Yes, thanks for sharing that.
Just be yourself.
My family is well known. Our lineage is respected, and many of my kin have achieved great things. I've never been one of them. So many older siblings and cousins who succeeded at everything. I stopped trying to keep up.
Right.
Thanks for listening.
You're not in anyone's shadow here. I believe in you.
Strike team ready for deployment.
Kadara Port's pretty grisly, huh? Probably get into all sorts of trouble there. And now we're going after the Archon's ship? Sure that's a good idea.
In the absence of any others, it's an excellent one.
Guess I can't argue with that. Anything else to go over?
How are you getting along with the team?
I'm keeping it light and pleasant. Even Lexi isn't exactly what I'd expected. And Jal... I'm learning what makes him tick. We're lucky to have an Angara with us. Asari can mate with all Milky Way species. I find myself wondering if that transcends galactic boundaries. I'm certainly not looking to reproduce anytime soon, but he seems like a good guy. What do you think?
You should trust your instincts.
Thanks, Ryder.
You mentioned you came to Andromeda with someone?
Nothing gets by you. Guess that's why you're the Pathfinder. Just a friend. Now she's not even that. It's better to venture into the unknown without restraints or entanglements, don't you think?
A certain independence might be helpful, yeah.
Exactly. I don't want anything holding me back.
You really won't tell me what you're working on?
That's right. Next question.
What was it like for you on the Nexus?
Well, I wasn't supposed to be woken up yet. That ex-friend I mentioned, my accomplice, she finagled my early thaw. So I kinda lived off the grid. Snuck around, bullshitted my way onto excursions off station. After I found my first remnant ruin, I started, borrowing shuttles. After that, I didn't spend much time on the Nexus. I even missed most of the revolt.
Thanks for chatting. We'll talk again later.
You know it.
I'm picking up something. Probes launched. Tracking a huge mineral deposit.
free for an interview? I'd like to know more about the Angara. It's not often a first contact goes so smoothly.
What?
At least the Angara are more peaceful than the Ket. There's high hopes for this alliance.
He was being an ass.
The Angara are survivors, and they're willing to help. They'll be great allies.
The Angara soldier who joined your team has a few fans already, but everyone's talking about Aya. Green plants, flowing water. Our leaders have discussed whether we should send colonists there.
If the Angara say yes, I don't see why not.
I wonder who gets to make that call. The Angara don't have much of a government left. Okay, that's... Colonist registration is up since last episode, as is morale. Tan sent this for you. Inspiring, huh? For 600 years, but right now I
Wonder if I can get this part off local traders.
I would like to extend a warm welcome to all our new Masari colonists. Please help make their stay a comfortable one, and let's all celebrate yet another sign of our continuing progress.
We've had no trouble, Pathfinder.
Can we talk when you're free? The swelling has gone down significantly, and I seem to be able to talk normally again.
Good. Keep me updated. And remember, cool food and liquid only. Nothing spicy.
Thank you, Lexi.
Lexi and her rules, huh?
Hey. Lexi and her rules. She takes care of us. Without her, I might still be wheezing and trying not to choke in my fat tongue.
What?
Have you ever heard of the lick test? Back before scanners were portable, Earth scientists would employ this test in the field. They used it to tell rocks from fossils and get a basic idea of their mineral composition.
You licked a rock, didn't you?
I was distracted and forgot it was a Helios rock. I do it unconsciously. When I was little, my father and I would go on expeditions. The lick test was a huge part of it. He made science fun for me.
Your mother was something of a scientist, wasn't she?
She specialized in biotics research. Got her start in medicine.
I read all about her research, and your father's. AI and implants. They achieved so much in so little time. Sam is an astounding achievement. I left my parents back home. They told me they were proud of me, and then lived out their lives while I slept.
If I were them, I'd be proud too. You came here for the sake of science. That takes courage. Some crazy, but mostly courage. I'm sure they knew that.
Thank you, Ryder. I needed that.
Anytime.
Ready to fly, Path. What the?
Find something?
Something pinged us. An ID request. The Tempest auto-responded.
We'll keep an eye out in the sector. What the hell happened?
Anti-trackback measure? Drive system overloaded. Not quick enough, though. I got a serial that has triggered an alert.
Pathfinder, we are to contact Director Addison as soon as possible.
What is going on?
Strike team ready for deployment.
Wait, Lexi, your dad was Turian? That explains
Pathfinder,
so
you have
much.
pending vid calls.
Here we go.
Ryder, tell me about the satellite you found.
Director? What are you talking about?
My alert identified a ZK resource tracker. They're emergency tech, full of overrides so they can bypass protocol. They were designed by Dr. Zoe Jean Kennedy. She disappeared with the Exiles. If her tech has shown up, that could give someone a backdoor to steal from your outposts.
If we have to find the tech or the person, where do we begin?
You got a sliver of data from the first tracker. With more scans, maybe Suvi can assemble a point of origin. Obviously, these trackers are being deployed where initiative tech is concentrated. That means outposts. Try another outpost system, or place more. Maybe you'll draw them out, whoever they are.
And when we find them?
They're stealing our resources. My concern is Dr. Kennedy, her tech, their lives. In that order.
Scent is green.
Coordinating. Path is calm.
Pathfinder, this area can be mined for resources. You can extract minerals via your mining interface. Pathfinder, this area can be mined for resources. You can extract minerals via your mining interface. My sensors are detecting KET technology, Pathfinder.
from our outposts. And an Ark escape pod? Where did they get that?
Doesn't matter. They're not keeping it.
We need an up-close scan.
Cat signals detected ahead, Pathfinder.
Bolstering all shields.
Nice work.
Watching the corners.
These caves could be a good shelter, if people need it.
Wonder if there's anything hidden away back here.
You're a long way from the flock, little duck.
Little duck? Who is this?
Brett.
That is not becoming a thing.
The patrol that captures them will be rewarded. Patrols that do not will be punished.
The sheer top, because it is.
I guess you run out of names eventually.
Automated protocols activated. Deploying forward station.
Armoring up.
Mining zones have been added to your nav system, Pathfinder.
Shield boost enabled. Moving in.
Let's go.
Leaving Atmo. All clear.
Ryder, could we chat?
Strike team ready for deployment.
So the Turians kick out the genophage, basically destroy our
One trap,
world,
ready for a
and they get
visitor.
pat on the back and
I'll
a
leave
seat
it
on
and
the
see what we
council.
get.
And what do I get? A medal.
A medal? From who?
My buddy made one out of a piece of scrap and pinned it to my chest. Still got it somewhere.
There much to say about that facility on Vault?
There will be. But maybe not right now.
I get you.
Ryder, we're getting a lot of Ketcom chatter.
Keep us stealthed, Callow. No sense picking a fight just yet.